Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to read for the collective of Pisces, the Pisces collective. Doesn't matter if you're a man dealing with a woman dealing with a man dealing with a man, or a woman dealing with a woman. We're just going to read whatever messages the universe has for the Pisces collective today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. I'm super, super excited to be where I'm at, and I'm almost at a community tab, and a community tab will give me more options of sharing. I'll be able to share music, I'll be able to share memes, I'll be able to share other creators' content. It's a huge milestone that I'm super, super excited and proud of. So thank you to everyone that has already subscribed, and thank you in advance to those that are about to. With that being said, much, much love, guys. Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Pisces growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Pisces. Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Pisces growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Pisces. The Emperor. Some sort of collapse, huh? Some sort of collapse of your structure. It's not a tower, but it definitely has jolted. Been some sort of jolting in the way you rule things, the way you do things, the way you think about things. You might be dealing with an Aries. We have Aries or Aquarius on the board already. The Five of Swords. So conflict. I just keep hearing equal and opposite. Equal and opposite. You know, for every person out there that's super, super, super kind, they are just as equal and opposite a savage, like a savage beast. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's some sort of equal and opposite energy that's being displayed right now. You know, it's like this person didn't know that you could be savage like that. We got somebody trying to test your structure, you know, or maybe there's an Aries that's really hard to talk to, you know. Because Emperor is like, they don't want to hear your opinions. They don't want to hear what you got to say, you know. They're the captains of their own ship. They run things. They rule things the way they want to rule them. And sometimes it can be really, really difficult to talk to, especially when they're in the upright. You know, so I feel like there is some sort of collapse of that structure that has created some sort of conflict, you know, but they didn't know that it was equal and opposite. You know, all they've ever seen is this super soft side of you, you know? And it's like now you've turned the tables. For every single person that's super savage out there, they're just as equal and opposite as a sweetheart, you know? We have unfulfillment. You might not be getting the answers that you need. Like maybe you're seeking answers. You thought you had it all figured out. And then this conflict arises, and it's left you up in your head kind of questioning, you know, are you doing it right? Is it the right thing to do? Is there anything else that you can do? Yeah, but it's got there's a lot of struggle and conflict that is around this very stuck in their ways, you know. Whoever's very stuck in their ways, it's created a lot of turmoil, you know, struggling to break free from the reins of control, struggling to get somebody else to let go of control a little bit. There's definitely some sort of conflict around this Aries. But we have the Chariot. So you're wanting things to move swiftly, you know? Things are going to move swiftly, whether you like it or not. It's like it's in the control of the universe now, you know? Like you've done all that you can do. You've taken all the steps that you can take. Now you just need to leave it up to the universe, you know, to fill in the missing pieces, to get the answers you need, to sort out the pieces. I just keep hearing the equal and opposite, though. Everybody's equal and opposite. Some of you could be dealing with the Cancer, you know, but I feel like it's about your emotions. Like something about your emotions are, or the person that you're dealing with, maybe the person that you're dealing with is very stuck in their ways, you know, refuses to see things any other way, you know, and it makes you feel broken, makes you feel at odds, not only with this person, but with yourself, you know? Makes you feel unfulfilled, like there's constantly conflict. Viva la resistance. I just feel like this Emperor energy just refuses to budge. You know, they're not easy to talk to. They're not open. They're not willing to understand. They're not easy to talk to. And I feel like some of you are just wanting to be expressive. You just want to express yourself. You want to express yourself without feeling attacked, you know? You want to be able to express yourself without feeling like your emotions, your feelings don't matter. No matter what the actual truth is, just because you actually feel something, if you feel something, that automatically makes it valid, whether or not somebody else agrees with it or not. I mean, and that goes both ways. You know, if somebody truly, genuinely feels something, then it automatically makes it valid, whether they agree with it or not. And I think you're having a hard time expressing yourself to this Emperor energy. It's like they take it and run as you're attacking them, and it's like really you're just trying to express how you feel, you know? Regardless if they believe it to be true or not. I mean, if you genuinely feel it, then it automatically makes it valid. And I think this person continuously shoves how you feel aside, you know? Like the Emperors can be really hard to talk to, man. They're not the most open to suggestion type of energies. So but you have evolution and resurrection on the table here too. You know, that you will be able to transmute this energy in one way or the other. I would just imagine that right now is not the best time. When the Emperor is in the upright, it's not the best time to approach an Emperor about trying to change something, you know? The Ten of Discs, especially if it comes to money. If you're talking about your family, your legacy, your money, your traditional sense, you know, if you've been struggling to express your emotions about something as far as financially goes, you're getting met with a lot of headbutting, a lot of conflict, a lot of resistance, you know. But you have the Eight of Discs and the nine of Discs on the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely planting seeds in fertile ground. It's not to say that the seeds won't take root. Even if they're not listening, their subconscious is listening. Even if they don't agree with whatever it is that you're trying to present to them, their subconscious still hears you. It still plants those seeds. Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's got you all up in your head. Sleepless nights, wondering what you did wrong. You know, don't take any cruelty from people, though. If they're just being mean on purpose, they say shit that they know will hurt you. And you don't do this. You don't do that either, Pisces. I know Pisces, one of Pisces' favorite things to do is because they're so in control of their emotions, because they are a water sign, they love to get people all out of whack outside of their emotions, just to see them flip the fuck out while they sit back and like sit all calm, cool, and collected. Don't be doing that to people, Pisces. You know, don't be cruel on purpose, Be mindful of your words. All right. And don't let this other person be cruel to you either. Be mindful. Check them on their words, you know? But I think if you can actually openly, honestly communicate with something, you will have victory. There will be some sort of cooperation. Like, it's possible. Cooperation is possible, you know? You have the Fool with the Six of Wands. So there is some sort of cooperation that is possible. But I think you have to be really mindful and careful of the words you use, of the energies you're putting into the words. Like, if you're saying things on purpose just to be cruel, that's never going to accomplish what it is that you're after. And vice versa. I mean, everything is equal and opposite. You know, just as much of a nice person as you can be just as equally and opposite a savage fucking raging biatch. You know what I mean? And that goes for everyone in every situation. But I think there's definitely some sort of consideration of words, you know, in order to be supportive of each other. You know, you can't just like spew all these hateful comments out your mouth and then, you know, oh, I'm so sorry, I was so crazy, now get over here and love me. You know, we have a tendency to say all these hateful things, you know, to one another, to somebody that we love, you know. And then 5 minutes later, we're like, oh, can we just act like that never happened? You know, but in the back of your mind, your subconscious heard all of it. It'll go over it and over it and over it. All right. But I think you need to be supportive of each other. You need to actually listen to what the other person is saying, you know, and if they start spewing just insults, you know, attacking your character and not actually sticking on to the subject that matter, then they don't really have a point anymore, you know? Then they're just attacking you to try to get under your feelings. But you can't let them do that. And don't do that either to this person that you're dealing with. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember that you love each other, all right? Love is a conscious choice. It's easy to fall into hatred and to spew all these insults and stuff, especially in the middle of a heated argument or a tense situation. But remember that you love this person. You know, it always baffles my mind, like when people get with somebody, you know, and then it's super romantic at first. They love, and then it turns into this hate, like, oh, I hate that bitch. I don't know why I ever dated her, why I ever dated him. You know, I can't stand him. Like, man, at one point, you loved that person. There was something in you that loved every single bit of that person. All right. So don't forget that you love them in the middle of an argument. Because words will never go away. Like, wounds heal, but words, man, they can stick with you for years and years and years and years and years. So be mindful of the words that you use, all right? And remember, underneath everything, you love this person. No matter what it is they say to you, because you can't control how they act. You can only control how you act, how you respond, how you feel. So don't let this person get you on your bad side, man. I don't know if they've ever seen your bad side, you know, and if they haven't seen your bad side, they should definitely know that you are equal and opposite. Just as squishy of a, you know, a loving, squishy water sign as you are, you definitely can be equal and opposite. All right. And we have the Lovers, just so I was talking about. Make sure you remember that you love. Love is a choice, and you're going to have to choose love in this situation, you know? To choose love in the middle of a heated argument is a choice. It is a choice which words we use. It is a choice if we want to understand somebody or not understand somebody, you know? So be very mindful of the words that you're using, of the energies that you are exchanging back and forth. Is it an energy of like, okay, I really want to understand and be supportive, or is it, I just want you to know how I feel, so you understand how I feel, you know? I'm not trying to see how you feel. I'm not listening to you so I can actually listen to you. I'm listening to you so I can respond to whatever it is that you're saying without actually understanding it, you know? So you either have somebody that's doing this to you or you're doing this to someone else, Pisces. And it's going to take strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. Could be dealing with a Leo, but I believe this is a difficult situation. It's difficult for you to handle emotionally, you know, to soak it all in emotionally, to respond either without emotion and just on the fact, you know. A lot of times we have a tendency to turn our emotions into fact, but it's not the truth. It's just the truth for us, you know. Or people will say, oh, well, I don't care how you feel, or, you know, that's not true. Like, how do you feel that way? But the fact that you actually feel it, if somebody genuinely, even if it's to you, you know, the fact that this person genuinely feels this way automatically makes it valid if you agree with it or not. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Like, you don't have to agree with it for it to be true for them. You know, you just have to understand that that's the truth for them. Maybe come at it from a different angle. Instead of being offensive and putting up your walls right away, like, try to understand that that's how they actually feel. If it's a true, genuine feeling, doesn't make it the truth, but it's their truth. All right. And same goes for you. Don't let anybody try to manipulate you into feeling that your feelings are wrong or invalid just because they don't agree with them, because they don't see it your way. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I think that there is a lot of cooperation. You can have a lot, you can be supportive of each other, you can cooperate, but you have to understand that their feelings are valid too. All right? You turn this suffering into upside down, you know? Don't suffer anymore. Don't prolong the suffering by refusing to hear another person, by refusing to accept that how another person feels is actually valid. And don't accept anything less for yourself either. But I just keep hearing this equal and opposite, man. Equal and opposite. Everything is equal and opposite. See what we can get from the Everyday Witch deck. What do you have for Pisces? You have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So this is under divine order, divine control. There's circumstances outside of your situation that you have no control over. But you can control how you cooperate with others. You can control how you react. You can control how you respond. You might not have any control of the circumstances that create this reaction, but you can control your reaction. Because there are definitely things that are outside of our control, you know? We have the Fool again. And you have the Two of Cups. So remember, once again, remember that you love this person. Whether it's your sister, your brother, your mother, your aunt, your spouse, your child. All right? You love them. So don't let some outside source of energy defeat that love. Don't let outside circumstances defeat that love. Because you have a choice. It's a choice to act in compassion. It is a choice to listen without trying to respond, just to actually listen, to understand. You know, but this person has that choice too. And we can't control how other people react. We can only control ourselves. And we have to lead by example. And words are, see, we have the Choice again. We have the Lovers again. So this person is very important to you. This situation is very important. But something about it is making you feel very, very disappointed, very unfulfilled, very left behind, very like abandoned, you know, either abandoned emotionally, abandoned spiritually, just abandoned in general, you know, like you feel like you can't talk to them, like your opinions don't matter, you know, but don't fight with the same attitude, because that's not going to get you anywhere. All right. You can't fight fire with fire. Let's see what sort of messages we can get from the Whispers of Lord Ganesh. What sort of advice do we have from the Whispers of Lord Ganesh for the Pisces gang? Pisces. What sort of advice do we have for Pisces? Advice for Pisces, please. Advice for Pisces? Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. We have 2. Guidance and healing. Guidance is a 33 card, which breaks down to a 6. 33. Guidance is all about learning to communicate with your soul and discovering and manifesting your purpose. Ganesha is worshipped and adored by the Trimithras or Trinity of Hinduism. I probably didn't say that word right. Which is made up of Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. The story goes that during the period of dissolution, the water and the wind were demolished and the earth evaporated. Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva wandered the earth to determine what was causing the dissolution. The gods discovered a huge aura of light where Ganesha was enshrined. The Trimithras immediately bowed to Ganesha in reverence and began to worship and praise him. They requested that Ganesha bless them. Ganesha entrusted the gods with the 3 separate duties. Vishnu is the preserver, Shiva is the destroyer, and Brahma is the creator. Guidance is based on communication. The soul can send you messages through symbols, synchronicities, hunches, sudden inspiration, dreams, and even direct channeling. Consciously connecting with your guides, heightening your psychic abilities, and fine-tuning your skills to be present and to pay attention are all parts of learning to receive guidance. As you open up, your soul begins to communicate your inner purpose for this lifetime to you. When you learn to hear and recognize, your life starts to take on a magical quality. Remember that you can ask Ganesha to support you in creating a raised awareness. Make a point to look at spirituality from new perspectives that may be unfamiliar to you. Be willing to talk to people whose experiences and beliefs are different from your own. You may need to move out of your own comfort zone in order to do this. You will be all the richer for it. If you are concerned about getting true information about your personal life from a psychic or intuitive, you could prepare for it by asking from your heart to receive information that is for the highest good. Be sure your motivations are pure. You can ask the psychic to channel the words that your own soul wants you to hear to further your spiritual growth. Rely on your intuition and your inner knowledge rather than your intelligence or conscious mind. Watch for synchronicities and opportunities. Trust your instincts and pay attention as your messages can turn up from a variety of sources. Be attentive to your dreams. You may want to keep a dream journal. Synchronicities are likely now. It is possible that a pleasant surprise will be coming your way soon in regards to your work. This can even be a new job opportunity. The gods Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma may represent the different male energies in your life. Engage in the energy of men in your life or in the energy of the Trimithras to assist you with the task at hand. Communication, listening. We have healing, which is 36, which breaks down to a 9. The true essence of your soul is one of complete health. Ganesha is pictured sitting on a peacock. Peacock feathers have been used in curative remedies for thousands of years in and across countless traditional cultures. They are said to carry spiritual medicinal energy that can assist people balancing and healing in their lives. The challenges of daily life can throw you out of balance with the truth of your being. It is easy to get caught up in the daily grind and a general feeling of lack. Remember that you were created from the perfection of the divine light and love. Your physical body is simply a shell that covers your soul. True healing is only possible when you take responsibility for your own well-being on this earth and your self-empowerment. See yourself as complete, healthy, and whole. Ganesha prompts you to believe that you are truly capable of handling any matters of health or relationships without blame and with integrity and grace. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's see what we can get from the 4 agreements. The 4 agreements for Pisces, please. The 4 agreements for Pisces. What do you have for Pisces, please? And thank you. So let it be. Amen. Pisces. 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly. When you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. What else can we tell the Pisces collective? That one? Practice. Practice makes the master. Always do your best. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Take action without expecting a reward. Do your best and take the action because you love it. Love is a conscious choice, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting reward, you enjoy every action, and you can even be receiving greater rewards than you imagined. Beautiful. And this one. Always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. I believe we live in the past, the present, and the future all simultaneously. Like we live in a residual universe, so we're living in the present moment of our past thoughts, creating our future in the now. That's why the now is the most important. What you're thinking about now, how you're feeling now, is more important than anything that you've ever felt before to create your new future. Because we live in, I'll say that again, we live in the past, the present, and the future simultaneously. Because we are living in the past moments, the past thoughts, now creating our future. I think I said it better the first time, but you know what I mean. This one wanted to jump. Don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. All the sadness and your drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this, right? Well, Pisces, I'm pretty sure those are your messages for today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm closer and closer and closer. But if I just keep saying that I'm closer and closer, then I'm just going to always get I'm closer and closer. I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. I'm at 500. I love you guys. Remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude, and you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. And that choice is ultimately always ours. Love you. Vroom, beep, beep.